Hi there, welcome back to a new episode. It's Wednesday today, so I hope you've not been working too hard because it is the middle of the week. But in this one, we are having a look at Hcmc stock, or Healthier Choices Management, because today this stock has been moving pretty volatile, in a pretty volatile way, and we can see that overall for the day, according to Google, we are actually pretty neutral on the stock so far. So the question for this one is, what do I see happening in the future, and do I see now as a perfect time to buy, or should you be avoiding this stock? Well guys, you already know that I am not a financial advisor, so please make sure to do your own research. But with that being said, obviously if you do enjoy my opinions, please do leave a like on the video and subscribe, because it would go a long way in supporting the channel. So with that one being said guys, we're not going to waste any more time, let's jump straight into the video. So yeah guys, Hcmc is a stock which is getting a lot of attention recently. Obviously the main reason for this is this apparent, lawsuit coming up against Philip Morris International, which is for a product which they apparently have the patent to. We're going to see if that one is going to come out favourable for this company or not. But overall guys, the technology for this is apparently, Hcmc's design. And if that is the case, and they do actually win, it could have a huge effect on the share price, because they would have a product which is potentially worth billions. Now in my personal opinion guys, I think that would have a massive effect. I think it is actually hyping the stock up until now, so I'm pretty happy with where we are currently. So today being pretty flat, honestly, in comparison to the last few days, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I think it's actually pretty good, and of course when we are getting into this one, it definitely does present a new opportunity to buy. So as of now guys, the current stock price is not too bad in my opinion. Obviously it's extremely low. I think currently we're not at the worst position. I think it will probably get a bit more hype leading up until that lawsuit, and of course the closer we get, the more it will hopefully go up. So right now I wouldn't be too concerned to buy. And as for today's actions guys, I'm not too worried by them at all. They weren't negative, and even if they were negative, I wouldn't be too worried, because of course this one has been up by a significant amount over the past few days. So to see it pretty neutral today is actually a pretty good thing to see, honestly. So I'm really happy with where it is right now guys. I definitely think we're in a great position for this one for the future. So when it comes to actually buying this and how long I would hold it for, it definitely depends how much faith you have in the company and what approach you are going for. I talked about this a little bit more in last night's episode, but we're going to be talking about it here again, where I talked about the fact that the company does have this business model which works in two sectors. Basically one of these is like a vape shop, and the other side is like a healthy food eating place. And of course that is very cool. It's a very interesting business model. We can see the two parts of the business here on screen if it will let me scroll down. So basically it's very cool that they have these two business models. I think it definitely could work out for them long term, so it definitely could be a long term hold. But the main factor for this one is obviously that catalyst, and of course if that is the case, if it is going to rocket up until that date, it definitely could be a great buy-in now and sell out a few days before that lawsuit, or at least around that lawsuit, depending on what the results are, to hopefully make some decent money. So guys, it depends how much faith you have in this one, honestly. If you think this is a long-term buy, maybe now is a perfect time to go in. I don't think it is going to dip much cheaper. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. It definitely could go down by a small amount more, but honestly guys, I definitely think this one could be a solid hold. Now when it comes to actual position sizes guys, in my personal opinion, I think this one is definitely decent. I wouldn't go in with this one with too much, maybe $100 or a little bit more, but I wouldn't go in with more than I could afford to lose, because obviously there's one big main factor which is driving the stock up by a large amount at the minute. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but we do need to understand the risk that comes alongside that. So of course guys, Hcmc is definitely a stock which requires your attention right now. You definitely should look into it, and of course do your own research on it, because it does have some real potential to see the stock price explode in the next few weeks. But guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this very quick update video. If you do want to see a more detailed video on this stock, please do click on yesterday's episode. And after that guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.